somebody else.
The rain hits the pavement like bullets. I'm running, barefoot, my yellow sundress clinging to my body, soaked through with rain and blood. My blood. The metallic taste fills my mouth as I gasp for air, my ribs screaming with every breath. Behind me, I can hear his voice, distant but getting closer. Charlotte! Get back here! I don't look back. I can't. If I look back, I'll see the rage in Marcus's eyes, and I'll freeze the way I always do. Not tonight. Tonight, something inside me finally broke free. My feet slap against the wet concrete as I turn into an alley. The city lights blur through my tears. And I stumble over something. A trash bag. Maybe. And crash hard against a brick wall. Pain explodes in my shoulder, but it's nothing compared to what I just escaped. I slide down the wall, my legs giving out. The rain keeps falling, washing the blood from my split lip, my broken nose. I touch my face, and my hand comes away red. 3 years. 3 years of this. And tonight was supposed to be our anniversary dinner. The irony makes me laugh, and then I'm crying, and then I can't tell the difference anymore. My vision starts to blur. Not from tears this time. Everything's going dark around the edges, and I realize I might die here, in this alley behind some fancy restaurant where I can smell grilled meat and hear people laughing. Die alone, 20 feet from people who have no idea what it's like to be me. The darkness reaches for me, and I let it come. Before we continue with Charlotte's story, I need you to know something. This is going to be an emotional one. This story is about survival, about finding strength in the darkest moments. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and drop a like. And tell me in the comments where you're watching from, because your support means everything. Now, let's get back to Charlotte, because her story is just beginning, and what happens next will change her life forever. I wake up to voices. Male voices. Speaking a language I don't understand. My eyes snap open, and I try to sit up, but a hand gently pushes me back down. Not roughly, almost carefully. Don't move. You're hurt. The voice is accented, smooth like aged whiskey. I blink away the haze and see him. Asian man, maybe mid-30s, wearing a perfectly tailored black suit that probably costs more than my car. His dark hair is styled back, and his face is all sharp angles and cold beauty. But his eyes, when they meet mine, aren't cold. They're concerned. Who are you? My voice comes out broken, raw. Someone who found you bleeding in my alley. He leans back, and I realize we're in the back of a moving car. A very expensive car. I'm taking you somewhere safe. Somewhere you can be treated. No. No hospitals. I try to sit up again, panic flooding my system. He'll find me. Marcus will find me. And he'll... No hospitals, the man says calmly. I have a private doctor, someone discreet. I stare at him, my heart beating. Why are you helping me? He's quiet for a moment, looking out the tinted window at the city passing by. Because I know what a hunted person looks like, and I know what happens if they're sent back to their hunter. Something in his voice tells me he's not just guessing. He knows. I'm Sung Min, he says, turning back to me. And you're safe now. At least for tonight. The somewhere safe turns out to be a penthouse that looks like it belongs in a magazine. All glass and steel and furniture that probably has Italian names I can't pronounce. But I barely notice any of it because there's a woman waiting with a medical bag, and she immediately starts working on my face. Broken nose, she says in accented English, not looking at Sung Min. 2 cracked ribs, extensive bruising. This is not new. No, I whisper. It's not new. Sung Min stands by the window, his back to us, hands in his pockets. He hasn't said a word since we arrived, but I can feel the tension radiating off him. The doctor, whose name I learn is Dr. Kim, works in silence. She's efficient, professional, asking me questions about pain levels and when I last ate. When she's done, she packs up her bag and speaks to Sung Min in Korean. He responds without turning around. After she leaves, we sit in silence. I'm on his couch, wearing clothes his housekeeper brought me, soft cotton pants and a sweater that smells like expensive detergent. He's still by the window. "You should tell me," he finally says. "Tell me what happened. Why do you care?" He turns to face me, and there's something in his expression I can't read. "Tell me anyway." So I do. Maybe it's because I'm exhausted. Maybe it's because he's a stranger, and strangers can't judge you the way people who know you can. Or maybe it's because for the first time in 3 years, someone is actually asking. His name is Marcus. We've been married for 3 years. It started small. A push here. A grab there. He'd apologize, cry, "Buy me flowers," say it would never happen again. I laugh bitterly. It always happened again. Each time worse than the last. "Why didn't you leave?" Sung Min's voice isn't judgmental. Just curious. Where would I go? My family disowned me when I married him. Said I was making a mistake, that I was rushing into things. I wanted to prove them wrong so badly that I stayed even when I knew they were right. And Marcus, he's smart. He isolated me from everyone, took control of our money, made sure I had nothing of my own. I looked down at my hands, at the fresh bandages on my knuckles. Tonight was supposed to be special. Our anniversary. I made his favorite dinner, wore the dress he bought me. But I burned the rice. That's all it took. Burned rice. My voice breaks. He hit me so hard I saw stars. And then he kept hitting me. Said I was useless, stupid, that no one else would ever want me. Something in me just snapped. I grabbed the cast iron skillet and swung. Caught him in the shoulder. And then I ran. Sung Min crosses the room and sits in the chair across from me. Up close, I can see a thin scar along his jawline. Another disappearing into his hairline. "He'll come looking for you," Sung Min says. It's not a question. Yes. Marcus doesn't let go of what's his. That's what he calls me. His. "You're not anyone's property." Try telling him that. Sung Min's phone buzzes. He glances at it, his jaw tightening. "I have business to attend to. You'll stay here tonight. My housekeeper, Mrs. Park, will make sure you have everything you need. Tomorrow, we'll figure out next steps." "Why are you doing this?" I ask again. "You don't know me." He stands, buttoning his suit jacket. "I had a sister once. Younger than me. She married a man who hurt her. By the time I found out, it was too late. She's gone now." The pain in his voice is old but deep. A wound that never quite healed. "I couldn't save her," he says quietly. "But I can help you." He's at the door. When I call out, "Sung Min, what kind of business are you in?" He looks back at me, and for the first time, I see something dangerous flash across his face. The kind where problems get solved permanently. "Get some rest, Charlotte." I should be scared. I should be terrified of this man, of his expensive penthouse and his private doctor and the way people jump when he speaks. But I'm not. Maybe I'm too tired to be scared. Or maybe after 3 years with Marcus, I've learned what real danger feels like, and somehow, Sung Min isn't it. Mrs. Park shows me to a bedroom that's bigger than my entire apartment. She doesn't speak much English, but her kindness translates perfectly. She brings me tea, soup, and fresh towels. She touches my shoulder gently before leaving, and that small gesture of compassion nearly breaks me. I don't sleep. I sit in the massive bed, staring out at the city lights, and think about what happens next. I can't go back. Even if Sung-min sends me away tomorrow, I can't go back to Marcus. I'd rather die. My phone. The realization hits me hard. I left my phone at the apartment. Marcus can't call me. Can't track me. For the first time in years, he doesn't know where I am. The thought should comfort me. Instead, it terrifies me. Because I know Marcus. He'll tear the city apart, looking for me. He'll go to the police, claim I'm missing, play the worried husband, and everyone will believe him because Marcus is charming. Marcus knows how to make people love him. It's just me he saves the monster for. Around 3 a.m., I hear the front door open. Voices in Korean, low and urgent. I press my ear to my bedroom door and listen. Sung-min sounds angry, issuing what sound like orders. Other voices respond, male, deferential, then silence. A soft knock on my door makes me jump. Charlotte? Sung-min's voice. Are you awake? I open the door. He's taken off his jacket, and there's blood on his white shirt. Not a lot, but enough to notice. Are you hurt? I ask. He glances down like he forgot about the blood. It's not mine. We need to talk. We sit in his living room, and he pours himself a drink. Whiskey. Neat. He doesn't offer me one, and I don't ask. Your husband filed a missing persons report 2 hours ago, Sung-min says. He's claiming you're mentally unstable, that you need medication, that you might hurt yourself. My blood runs cold. He's lying. I know. But the police don't. He's also been to your neighbors, showing them pictures, asking if they've seen you. He's crying, playing the devastated husband. Sung-min's expression darkens. He's good at this. He's had practice. Sung-min sets down his glass. I can protect you. But you need to understand what that means. My world is not clean, Charlotte. I'm not a good man. I solve problems in ways that would horrify most people. If you stay under my protection, you'll be safe from Marcus. But you'll also be in my world. And my world has its own dangers. What are you saying? I'm saying you have a choice. I can set you up with money, a new identity, help you disappear. 4. Or you can stay here, under my protection, until we figure out a more permanent solution for Marcus. But if you stay, you need to understand who I am. Who are you? He meets my eyes, and there's no warmth in his gaze now. Just cold, hard truth. I'm the head of the Korean syndicate in this city. I run everything from the docks to the diamond district. People fear me, and they should. I've done things that would keep you awake at night. I should run. Every survival instinct I have is screaming at me to run. But I don't. Because here's the truth. I've been living in fear for 3 years. At least with Sung-min, I know what I'm getting into. With Marcus, the danger wore a smile and whispered, I love you. Between the hits. I'll stay. I say. Until we figure this out. All right. But there are rules. You don't leave without security. You don't contact anyone from your old life. And you do exactly what I tell you when I tell you. Understood? Understood. He stands to leave, then pauses. One more thing. Tomorrow, we'll need to move you. Marcus is smart. He'll eventually track you to the restaurant district, and from there, it's only a matter of time. I have a safe house. More secure. Okay. Get some sleep, Charlotte. You're going to need it. But sleep doesn't come. Because around dawn, my borrowed phone, the one Mrs. Park gave me for emergencies, buzzes with a text from an unknown number. I know you're with someone. I know you ran to another man, like the whore you are. But you're mine, Charlotte. Mine. And I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you both. The phone slips from my shaking hands. He knows. Somehow. Marcus knows. I run to find Sung Min. He's in his office, still dressed, like he never went to bed. When I show him the message, his face goes stone cold. How did he get this number? Sung Min asks quietly. I don't know. Sung Min makes a phone call, his voice sharp. Then another. Then another. He's pacing now, and I can see the calculation behind his eyes. We need to move. Now. He turns to me. Get dressed. We're leaving in 5 minutes. Sung Min. What's happening? What's happening is your husband is more connected than I thought. And if he found this number, he might find this address. We're halfway to the door when it happens. The explosion of breaking glass, the front door slamming open, and Marcus's voice, ragged with fury and something worse, something unhinged. Charlotte! Come out here now! Sung Min pushes me behind him, and suddenly, there's a gun in his hand. I didn't even see him draw it. Get to the bedroom, he says, his voice deadly calm. Lock the door. Don't come out, no matter what you hear. But I can't move, because Marcus appears in the hallway. And he's holding a gun, too. His face is a mask of rage, his eyes wild. This isn't the Marcus who cries and apologizes. This is the monster without the mask. Step away from my wife, Marcus snarls. She's not going anywhere with you, Sung Min replies, his gun trained on Marcus. You think you can take her from me? You think some gangster is going to play hero? Marcus laughs. And it's a horrible sound. She's nothing. She's worthless. But she's mine. Charlotte, Sung Min says, not taking his eyes off Marcus. When I tell you to run, you run. Understand? Such a touching moment, Marcus sneers. Shut up, I whisper. What was that? I couldn't hear you. I said, shut up. The words explode out of me. I'm done. Marcus, I'm done being your punching bag. I'm done being afraid. You'll never be done. You'll never be free of me. Marcus's hand tightens on his gun. If I can't have you, nobody will. Everything happens at once. Marcus swings his gun toward me. Sung Min moves, faster than I thought possible. A gunshot explodes through the room. The world goes white with sound. And then everything goes black. Who got shot? Will Charlotte survive? What will Sung Min do to Marcus? Find out in episode 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what you think happens next, where you're watching from, and what kind of stories would you like to see next.